Namaskar. This is Akhilesh Bhargav. Welcome to Tidbits on Business and Finance with me. One of the most worrying impacts of the COVID pandemic, which will take many years of determined government policies to resolve, is the huge increase in inequality of income and wealth, not just in India, but the world over. During this pandemic period of just about 15 months so far, while on the one hand, the wealth of billionaires has gone up multifold and many new billionaires have been minted in the shortest possible time in human history. On the other hand, there has been a record rise in global poverty, most of it in India. In fact, about 75% of the increase in global poverty has been in India. During this period, as per a recent Pew's report, one third of India's middle class has slid into poverty. Consumption and incomes have fallen so sharply that about 10 million MSME units have closed down, and 230 million Indians today earn less than the average minimum national wage of rupees 375 per day. This steep increase in joblessness has further added to the rising inequality of income and wealth in India. An Oxfam report in Jan 21 on this rising inequality says that India's top 100 billionaires saw their fortunes increase by about rupees 13 lakh crores since March last year when the COVID crisis hit India. It has increased even more since then, since this report in January to now. The report titled The Inequality Virus says that it would take an unskilled Indian worker 10,000 years to earn what Mukesh Ambani earned during an hour during the pandemic and 3 years to earn what he made in 1 second only. The report says that a survey of 295 economists in 79 countries, including India, revealed that 87% of them expected an increase or a major increase in income inequality in their nation due to the pandemic impact. Oxfam says that while the rich were able to escape the worst impact of the pandemic and the white collared ones isolated themselves and worked from home, a majority of the not so fortunate Indians lost their livelihood, giving a big rise to inequality in India. The Oxfam report further says that the wealth of Indian billionaires increased by 35% during the lockdown last year and by about 90% since the year 2009 to touch $422.9 billion. It has further shot up thereafter due to the continuing stock market boom that we are witnessing. Oxfam says that if India's top 11 billionaires are taxed at just 1% of the increase in their wealth during the pandemic, it will be enough to increase by 140 times the fund allocation for the government's Jan Aushadhi healthcare scheme, which provides affordable medicines to the poor and to the marginalized in India. In the US alone, during this period, 650 billionaires were created in 2020, and the wealth of the American mega billionaires has only multiplied further since then. It says that in September 2020, Jeff Bezos could have paid all the 8,76,000 employees of Amazon a one-time bonus of $1,05,000 per person, and still he would be as wealthy as he was before the pandemic hit and ironically multiplied his wealth. While on the one hand, the middle class and the poor have grown poorer due to the lack of employment and livelihood, the rich, on the other hand, have grown richer because they control the global levers of finance, business, and livelihood, and also because, as many now allege, they are not taxed enough and certainly very little as compared to the enormous proportion of taxes paid by the salaried, paid by the middle class, and paid by the small time entrepreneurs. The veracity of this widely held perception that the rich are taxed lightly and they do not pay enough taxes is not quite known, particularly in India, since the data on income tax returns and taxes paid is confidential and is not available in public domain. However, a recent report by the American media house ProPublica, prepared on the basis of income tax returns filed by the billionaires in America, says that the rich in America are taxed little, and that confirms their buildup of wealth and the rising inequalities in the US also due to the sharp disparities in the levy of tax upon the rich and the not so rich in USA. The ProPublica report is based on authentic and confidential, but what appears to be hacked data, and has thus got the following highlights. The report first says that the wealthiest Americans, including Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, etc., have paid little in income tax despite their soaring income and wealth. It then says that the American billionaires are able to reduce their taxes legally, and that in the matter of payment of taxes, the ordinary wage earners in USA are hit much harder than the richest ones there. It then says that the wealth of the billionaires is tied up in stocks and real estate, and therefore no taxes are levied on the unrealized gains in these assets. To fund their lifestyle, these billionaires borrow against these assets and pay interest, which also happens to be an expenditure which is deductible from their incomes and reduces their incidence of income tax. It then says that the actual tax rate for the taxes paid by these super rich in America is up to a mere 3.7% of their income and as low as zero. According to us, the basic premise and the assumption of this ProPublica report is flawed, inasmuch as that the average tax rate has been calculated by ProPublica with reference to the buildup of unsold wealth of these mega billionaires tied up in unrealized gains of stocks and real estate, and does not calculate the income tax paid with reference to their income earned and the taxes that have been levied thereon. Income tax, after all, is a tax on realized income and not on wealth, and thus unrealized gains are not subject to tax. For example, the report says, with reference to the wealth buildup of $99 billion of Jeff Bezos, that he paid income tax at a mere rate of just 0.98% according to the report. That is, despite the fact that he paid taxes of $973 million on his reported income of $4.22 billion, which is an effective tax rate of 23%. But then, with reference to his buildup of wealth of $99 billion, the report says that his tax rate in effect is a mere 0.98%, which we think is clearly flawed. Irrespective of the fact that it is income that is subjected to tax and not the unrealized and unsold buildup of wealth that ProPublica has erroneously used to calculate the average of tax paid by the billionaires, the reality is that as compared to the rich, as a proportion of their income earned, the wage earners, the salaried earners pay much more tax on much lesser income earned by them as compared to these mega billionaires. And that's because while income earned from salary, income earned from interest and dividend, which constitutes the main incomes of the middle class wage earners, these incomes are taxed at source with no rebates or exemptions whatsoever or negligible rebates and whatsoever. That's not the case with the business income of the rich, which is earned by their companies and can be easily planned and reduced by them on account of tax holidays, on account of rebates, exemptions, deductions, concessions, losses, and a wide range of expenses that their companies claim. This, of course, does not include their most widely held tool of planning their taxes, which is reduce their business incomes to those jurisdictions worldwide where either the tax is very low or it is sometimes just zero. Moreover, while in the case of Indian companies, they too have the options of planning their taxes and reducing them by way of exemptions, by way of deductions, by way of concessions, tax holidays, set off of losses, etc. But in the case of Indian companies, they have an added advantage in trying to reduce their taxes paid, which is the corporate tax rate. The corporate tax rate applicable to companies in India today is as low as 15% or 22% as the case may be. While that is the tax rate that companies pay in India, the applicable maximum tax rates in the case of individuals is 30%. That's a huge gap between the tax rate that a corporate pays on business income versus what an individual pays on his income from salary, interest, dividends, etc. Further, When it comes to the promoter owners of these companies, a large part of their income accrues from capital gains on sale of shares, etc., which is not just taxed at a concessional rate, but are also eligible for various investment options in order to reduce their taxable gains to zero. The fact is that while the likes of Warren Buffett in USA publicly admit that the rich are not taxed enough in the US, none of the fat billionaires in India say so. These billionaires ignore the reality that it is in the interest of their own businesses and fortunes that the consumer spending remains robust and upbeat, which is not possible if there is such a dangerous rise in inequalities of wealth and income in society that we are seeing today, because of which the very spending power of the wage earners has gone down. The rising inequality will prove to be not just a massive economic and political problem, but also a huge social one. The world needs to take it seriously, and India in particular needs to take it seriously, where the problem of inequality today borders on mass scale poverty, which is an even more serious issue and will need to be handled with top priority. This is Akhilesh Bhargav signing off till we meet again. Namaskar.
Hello everyone. HW News English is 2 years old now. When we started this venture, we promised ourselves one thing, that news should remain free, because right to know is the right of every Indian. But to keep news free for everyone, we need support from some of you. And thus we have rolled out membership on our YouTube channel HW News English. But mind you, the membership is completely voluntary. The programs that we were doing earlier, that we are doing now, will continue to remain free. First level is a basic level. Here, you can be our supporter by paying Rs 199 per month. This membership gives you certain perks and benefits. The perks include unique badges in front of your name, a live show from Mr. Sujit Nair and from Mr. Akhilesh Bhargava per month for our members. You can also vote in some exclusive members-only polls. Now the second level is Super Supporter. Here you can be our Super Supporter by paying Rs 3,999 per month. This membership will include every perk that comes with basic level. Additionally, our Super Supporters can be a part of a WhatsApp group where we can have discussions and suggestions on various topics. The second perk includes a gift pack with our merchandise. And the third perk is a Google Meet with Mr. Sujit Nair, where you can join the meet and ask your questions to Mr. Nair face to face. Lastly, if you like, we would give a shout out to our super supporters in our programs. So, hope to see you soon with our badges.
पता है इन सब लोगों में एक चीज कॉमन है, गैस करिए क्या? नहीं पता? चलिए एक हिंट देती हूँ, ये सब आपके परिवार से जुड़े हैं। अरे फिर भी नहीं पहचाना आपने इन्हें? चलिए कोई बात नहीं, वैसे भी ये लोग पर्दे के पीछे ही तो काम करते थे। इन सब की डेथ हो गई है कोविड से, ताकि आप और आपका परिवार सेफ रह सके। और यही तो है परिवार का मतलब, अपनों की रक्षा करना। जो हमारे लिए जान दे सकते हैं वो अपने सगे नहीं तो फिर कौन है? मुंबई पुलिस।